I have Comme des Garcons Radish Vetiver. This came out in 2019. It cost $75 for a 30 ml. So I guess the price is okay. It would have been nice if they had 50 mLs. But these are kind of this whole series by Comme des Garcons, it's kind of very abstract. I don't know if it's something you would want to wear a lot, you know. It's kind of just a smell or interesting, which is what a lot of their fragrances are, but these in particular, at least this one. So this perfume was made by Natalie Gracia Seto. She works for Givaudan. She was born in Grasse, France, like almost every perfumer, it seems like. She has a doctoral in pharmacology, and she went to Givaudan's perfumery school. She makes scents, or what she says is she wants to make expressive scents that tell a story. I would say she's most famous for Burberry Brit in 2003. More recently, she's done Diptyque's Orpheon, and even more recently, the expensive Diptyques that just came out. She's done Bullis Course and Lily Feuille. Those, from what I've smelled, Orpheon's good. The Lily Fay, it's good too. I think Diptyque told her to dose a little bit too much vanilla in that for me. She's done Dolce & Gabbana's Dolce Lily, a whole bunch of Jean Paul Gaultier fragrances. She's done a lot of fragrances, and she's been active for over 20 years. Um, but yeah, let's get back to the fragrance. The notes are vetiver, green notes, akigala wood, cypriol, and gaiac wood. So yeah, basically I don't get any of that besides vetiver and maybe a little bit of green notes, you know. I'm surprised I'm surprised they put cypriol. I guess I could see gaiac wood a little bit. Maybe akigala wood. I don't know. I wish I could smell that on its own. But when I smell this fragrance, the first one it reminded me of, I guess, would be Hilly's Vetiver Veritas. I feel like that one is way more vetiver focused, just dry vetiver, almost like a vetiver essential oil. This um has more going on than that one. I suppose there's not much going on in this one anyway, either, but this one I feel like when I first spray it, a lot of people in Fragrantica they say, "Oh yeah, that smells just like a radish vetiver." It's the power of suggestion, right? I see it all the time. Like a name could be like riding a bike um on the road or something, and people are like, "Yeah, I can smell the metal on the bike, and I can smell the road and the air and all that." It's the power of suggestion. The radish vetiver, yeah, I could see it, but what I get is if you ever smelled Vicks Vapor, it smells exactly like that. There's just a massive eucalyptus, menthol, camphor notes. I would say overall, this is a big eucalyptus, especially in the opening. Even as it dries down, I would say this is like more eucalyptus than vetiver. Um, yeah, it's a little bit too much essential oil for me in the opening, like just plain, not enough going on. When it dries down, it becomes more of a fragrance, more of a minimal fragrance that's blended more decent. There's a big geosmin in here, like that. The smell that gets released when it rains, and you kind of get that soil rainy vibe. It kind of reminds me of Itai Libre de Oranges, Hermaine. I'm not sure to say that whole name. I like that fragrance better. I think it has a lot more going on. It just smells better than this one. But yeah, there's a geosmin in here, a little bit of soil. Vetiver, eucalyptus. That's really it. You know, I think it's an interesting fragrance, but I think other fragrances do it better. There was a fragrance by Diptyque. I wish I had a sample or could remember what it smelled like, but they had like a beetroot fragrance that was interesting. Um, it's probably been like 7 years since that came out. Etai Liberty Oranges Hermaine, I think, does a good geosmin. Um, but yeah, these green vegetal scents, I like them a lot. Joe Malone has a few that just came out. I haven't smelled those yet, but I would be interested in smelling those. You know, it's good as it dries down. I think it just becomes too light, too minimal for me. It just becomes a geosmin eucalyptus with a little bit of vetiver in there, and that's kind of all. Um, but yeah, I guess I'd prefer other vegetal scents over this one. I wish I could think of more. Maybe I'll do a video on a bunch of them, but too light, too minimal. I mean, you can get a sample of this for like $4 or $5. I think it's worth trying out if you like eucalyptus, if you like vetiver. Abstract scents, but I would try Etai Liberty Oranges Hermaine. I think that is like a better version of this, of basically a geosmin fragrance. And if you want a strong vetiver, like if you're looking for strong, try Hilly's vetiver, Veritas, I believe. Um, but yeah, I don't have much bad to say about this. I just think it's too minimal, and the eucalyptus is dosed a little bit too high for me. But yeah, let me know what you think of this Comme, Garcons, Radish, Vetiver, and the other two from it. They have like a couple others that look interesting. But yeah, that's it.